Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my zine, your digital fashion magazine. Today I'm going to be doing one of those videos where I really want this more than a video to be a discussion down below. So make sure to leave your opinions. But we're going to be talking about timeless versus trendy items. I'm not the type of person that buys a lot of clothes at all. I'll buy one piece of clothing every month if so. And I've been lucky to have brands now that will send me clothes and that I can do collaborations with. And even when I'm picking items from those brands, I really have been trying to resist the temptation of buying or choosing items that I am absolutely obsessed with in that precise moment, and more to choose items that I have been obsessed with for a long time. For instance, before I buy a piece of clothing, I usually wait 1 to 2 weeks to even a month before buying it, because I really don't especially since I moved out and I'm living by myself, I really don't want to accumulate a lot of things that won't last. And I've also stopped selling a lot of my clothes online because I really want my kids one day to have the experience that I had with my mom and my grandma and my grandpa and my dad, where I get a lot of clothes from them. So with that said, I wanted to come on here today and talk about some of the items that I think are 100% timeless. So yeah, I'm gonna go in order of tops, pants, shoes, accessories. There are only 3 things that I picked up as tops. The first one is graphic tees. Not tight, not super oversized, because the more you exaggerate something, the more baggy it becomes, or the more tight it becomes, the more it's associated with a certain trend. Even though we're currently in an era where there's so many things trending simultaneously, we shouldn't discard the possibility that maybe in 10 years we will go back to much less broad range of trends being trendy at the same time. With graphic tees, I'm talking about those band tees that your dad has. I'm not talking about Shein Y2K printed graphic tees. I'm talking about graphic tees that have timeless colors with black, white, gray, brownish versions of these items. Moving on from the graphic tees, we have turtlenecks. And now again, this is super basic. I also think they look really flattering on man. I love seeing a man in a turtleneck. No print, not cropped, not super oversized. And then I think button-ups. They've been here for decades. You can style them in so many different ways. Under a sweater, on top of a dress, formal, casual, fancy, and then knitted sweaters. And some may say that knitted sweaters and chunky sweaters are coming back right now. I don't think they are coming back. I think they've always been trending. And now going into pants, I'm gonna be talking about one that might be a little bit controversial, which is cargo pants. All of the people that I saw making videos about trendy versus timeless topics said that cargo pants were trendy. And I do get where they're getting their perspective from. I definitely know that cargo pants have been trendy, but I also know that I've been wearing cargo pants since middle school. They have definitely fluctuated in style. They started off by having an elastic at the bottom and no pockets. They weren't that oversized. It was in the beginning where mom jeans were coming to life. Then they got really a lot more oversized and with tons of pockets. And now, even though cargo pants and parachute pants aren't the same thing, they definitely really influence each other and go off of one another. I think parachute pants are definitely not timeless. I wouldn't be surprised if parachute pants are actually here for a while. I think parachute pants have a lot of potential because of how comfortable they are. I don't think for a long time now there wasn't a big trend in pants that wasn't made of jean material, but I do think cargos might tie with the jeans and stay here for a long time, and they might become the new model of jeans. I wouldn't be surprised, and maybe they're already doing, to see Levi's do a model of mom jeans or just jeans in general that go drink from cargo pants. They don't need to be filled with pockets. I think cargo pants might be a new timeless item. I hope that we are creating in our generation pieces that will be timeless. But when we think about truly timeless things, we don't think about things that started like 5 years ago. We think about things that started like 30, 40, 50 years ago. Obviously, we can't say that something is timeless just because it's been trending or been used for the past 5 years, but I do think cargo pants will last. Talking about things that I'm more sure about, Levi 501s, that type of jean that's not too baggy, not a skinny jean, not a flared or low-waisted or super high-waisted jean. Something that I didn't thought was timeless, but I'm starting to think is timeless, is corduroy. You don't go to shops now and you see corduroy the way you saw it like 5 years ago and it really rocked, but you do see corduroy in a lot of things. And so I think corduroy pants, I have like 5 pairs of corduroy pants from my grandpa and I still wear them, and they have become a staple in my wardrobe. That's what I'm trying to say with cargo pants. It just becomes a thing you pick up daily and you feel comfortable in and you wear it, and it becomes like your neutral. Moving on into jackets, I think out of all items, jackets are the ones that we don't experiment that much. And when we do, it's almost like jackets never lose their class and their cool. Like, it's really rare that you see a tacky jacket. Am I wrong? And even though there are trendy jackets, like racing jackets right now, it's funny because racing jackets, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, even 1 year ago, I would say they are timeless. But now, because so many, not tacky, but kind of cheap versions are being made of racing jackets, I think people are not going to want to see them in a year from now because they just have that tacky image of them. I'm literally contradicting myself right now. And I think trench coats are a good example of that. Not that everyone is wearing trench coats 24/7. I have never seen someone wear a trench coat and I thought they were out of style or it was an old item. Same with a regular denim jacket. And I didn't even want to talk about denim jackets because I think that's so obvious. But a not too oversized, not too skinny, not cropped denim jacket, even a little distressed, is a classic. Same with leather jackets. I might argue that with leather jackets, if you take the collared ones and the racing ones, any length is kind of timeless. And then blazers. I mean, we had a huge explosion of blazers. I remember last year when I went to Fashion Week, everyone and their mother chose to wear a collared blazer with some pants. So it was really trendy, but I don't think it's a trend that will ever go back. We'll just like calm ourselves down with the colors and the styles. Don't be afraid of buying blazer. If you're buying a neon green blazer, maybe think twice. But if you're buying like even a baby pink blazer, I think that's totally gonna last in your closet. And moving on to shoes. I'm not gonna talk about heels just because I think there are a lot of models of heels that are timeless, but I don't know about the point situation. I don't know if some years from now the square toe or the pointy toe or the round toe is going to go out of style, and I'm really curious about that because I truly do not know. I'm gonna talk about sneakers, and I heard someone say that the Converse, they were like, and yeah, obviously now the All Stars are gonna stop being trendy, and I was like, excuse moi, I have been wearing Chuck Taylors ever since I got out of the womb, and you want to say Vans are out of style? Okay. I also think that Air Forces, Nike Air Forces are timeless. Maybe if I was a bit younger, I would say Jordans are timeless. I was in the beginning of middle school when Air Forces exploded, and I still think they are pretty basic staple item. Right now, what would be equivalent to the Air Forces is the Jordans. My sister is 15 and she's completely obsessed with Jordans and Dunks and everything in that world. So maybe I'm just a boomer, but because I'm not saying Jordans are timeless, because like a timeless item isn't an item that is trendy every single year. It's an item that is worn as classic every year, and I think Jordans apply to that. I am very careful with what I buy for shoes. I don't like to buy trendy shoes, and so I literally have all black shoes or all white shoes. Like I only have one pair that is black on top and then has a white sole. When I usually buy black shoes, I like everything on them to be black. But I'm looking at my shoes and it's funny because the ones I'm saying are timeless are the ones I have, which explains why I've been wearing the same pairs of shoes for years now. But combat boots in black and in that old darkish red color, I think those are timeless. everything that I'm saying in this video, you put them a big platform, not timeless. You make them chunky, not timeless. I love platforms, I love the chunky look, but I do know that it might take 2 years, but it is going away. So, you know, when I talk about Chuck Taylors, I'm not talking about these platform models. It's a fact that I have been wearing my cowboy boots every single day, not even as cowboy boots. A lot of times I'll wear them like super long pants just because I want a classier, cuter, more formal look on the shoe. And combat boots, excuse me, don't give me that. So even if it's not the cowboy boot, like the actual cowboy boot that has like the arch and is the cowboy here, the way the toe looks on the cowboy boot and making them like kind of here instead of a low cut boot that I don't like, that might be trendy. And then my other pair of shoes that I'm looking at right now is my loafers. Again, they're not too chunky, they're not too platformy. When I say loafers, I kind of intertwine in my head loafers with Oxford shoes and the whole style of like men black shoes. And then we have a couple models that I do not own, but I could see being timeless. Number one, the Adidas Sambas. I think they are a very classic neutral model of shoes for someone that wants that type of sneaker. We have the Crocs, and I'm not sure if home wear or pajama wear can be considered timeless. And I'm saying that because I don't know how many people go out with Crocs and how many people don't. I know that in America it's a lot more common for us to wear Crocs outside. In Europe, I haven't seen anyone wearing Crocs out of their houses, but Crocs have been here for a while. They're definitely timeless. And yeah, then I've got two accessories. Number one being trucker hats, and I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think they've ever gone anywhere. And I'm not talking about the flat cap ones. I'm talking like the classic model, like baseball caps. And then I've got chains. When I was thinking about jewelry, I don't think like dainty or chunky or really minimal jewelry is time. I think minimal jewelry is timeless, but I was trying to think of a specific thing that's timeless. And I think chains have always been here. I think they'll always be here. It doesn't matter if they're silver or gold. We've gone through waves of silver being more trendy and gold being more trendy, but even when one was more trendy, the other never left the wagon. I hope you guys thought this was interesting. I just think that as we grow and have our own money and start thinking about how to spend it, and also as we mature our style and we become more familiar with the identity we want to portray, we kind of start thinking more about this whole timeless concept, also with the planet. So I hope you guys thought this was interesting. Follow me on my Instagram, follow my zine on Instagram, follow my Spotify playlist where I literally link all the music I use in this video, in my videos. And yeah, definitely use the comment section down below to tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.